Hi there guys, I'm Dean Bergovich with Ski Addiction and we're here at Air House Trampoline Facility. Now we're comfortable with our Dollo Tramp Skis, we're able to do our basic grabs, we can do some landing positions that were safe and comfortable. It's time to start looking at doing some rotations and some spins. When we were talking about jumping into our switch position, we naturally just do a 180. When it comes time to just get to switch, most people are quite comfortable just making it happen. But when we start looking at doing more rotations and getting past 180, we need a few things. The first thing is actually doing 360. I find the easiest way to do that is to start switch, looking over your comfortable shoulder, and actually trying to do a switch 360 first. The reason I find that's the easiest way is because you see the whole time. You don't have to commit to that blind look over your shoulder to come around, okay? So, and it also gives you the sensation of doing a full 360. First step, we're switch, staggered position, hips nice and open, I'm looking downhill. From there, I wanna make sure I take off, push, and open my hip and my shoulders downhill where I'm looking. Try to land nice and stacked and square. Next step is to right away do that other 180 that we're used to doing already, just to get to the other shoulder switch. I'm gonna go back to the same position I was at when I took off before, so over my right shoulder. I'm gonna try to incorporate a little bit more right before I hit the ground. A little bit of a shifty to get to what we call this 270 position. It's just a little bit more than that 180. Once you can do that, usually it's pretty natural to let it swing all the way to 360. If not, and you need an extra step, just get used to doing that. Switch 180, 270, and then bounce yourself around. Get your body used to finishing the full 360 in 2 different bounces. So, now we have our switch 360. Super helpful in all freestyle skiing to be able to do it over both shoulders. I take off, I open, and I shift myself around. Now my body's done a full 360. Next is our actual 360. A little bit harder because we have to commit to the blind coming all the way around. But let's use that same progression tactic. We call it the bit by bit method. So we'll go 180, which we already have, but instead of landing over our shoulder, we're gonna let ourselves come around to look switch or uphill. Okay? I'll actually do it this way so you can see what I do. I'm facing my new downhill, which is away from you, and I'm gonna do a 180 where I actually bring my head with me. I'm not landing in the switch position anymore, I'm bringing it all the way around. The next step is on the next bounce, add a 90 and bring your head with it. So now we're facing the wall at 270. So start forwards, at 270 is all the way around to face this wall over here. Okay? The key is that at that 180, bringing our shoulder in so we continue the rotation. Even when I land on the trampoline, you'll notice that there's a little, I'm bouncing low so it's safe, but you'll notice that when I hit the tramp, it continues and carries through. That's that commitment of getting more than a 180. That's, like I said, the hardest part. It's mostly mental and it is actual technical or physical with the body. So we gotta get our mind wrapped around that. 180, bring our head in to get to that 270. It's a great part about trampolines and something like these Dollo Tramp Skis that you can do these progressions. On skis, if you do that, not gonna be a good time, right? If you do that 270, hit snow, you're gonna fall over. So it's quite hard to be very progressive and break down skills. So we have our 270, we come here, our next step is to finish the vision. So we're doing 270, shoulder in, continue around. Once you feel you got that, it's time to commit to it. Take off with a little more juice, a little wider arms, and in the air, 270, and try to bring it all the way around. That's our full 360. We have our switch 360, where we see it the whole time, a little easier on the mind, but we get used to doing 360. Then we have our true 360. We start forward, we take off 270, we finish it, and come all the way around.